Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be breaking down the top stock picks for this week. We're going to start off with SPY, jumping right into it. Last week we had a consolidation breakout to the top side, and this puts us in a really odd situation from a technical standpoint versus fundamentally, because fundamentally what we know to be going on right now are all the issues with the debt ceiling, right? We broke out of this formation here on the daily chart time frame in expectation that the debt ceiling is going to be raised. That has always been the case in the past, and now there are talks that the U.S. may default. It's never historically happened previously, but it is potentially a concern for this week. So a lot of questions have been asked to me, Gates, where do you see the market going? I think everything based on those fundamental factors is speculation, right? We have no idea. I have no idea where we are going to be headed next week. So going into this week, I can only go off of what the charts are telling me right now. So technically, the charts are telling me that we are breaking out of consolidation to the top side and potentially moving higher. So we're going to continue looking for topside continuation. So SPY for me this week is going to be a long idea above $421, just looking for higher highs. In my opinion, all of this resistance right here at 414 should validate as a point of support. If SPY cannot hold 414 this week, we'll be looking to take it short to run it back down. However, as it stands right now, since we have most recently broken out, I am mainly looking for a continuation topside. Next one on the watch list is going to be Tesla, TSLA. Had an earnings gap down, which was right here, highlighted by the gray shaded box, and since then has pushed up to not only fill that gap to the top side, but also push beyond it. So I'm liking Tesla as a continuation trade idea topside from here, long idea above 182.5 for the run higher. I think that if we can maintain the support at 177.5 this week on Tesla, there's a chance that this starts to push up towards 195 and then eventually 200. Next one on the watch list is going to be MU. One of my favorite setups going into this week from a technical standpoint. However, I did just see that there's a negative news headline on MU with China or from China. So that may be something that impacts the stock. And remember, fundamentals will always take precedence over technicals. So technically, it's a really good setup. As far as a long breakout continuation idea, I mean, this resistance at 65 has not been broken in over a year. Last week, we broke that point of resistance. We started to push up higher. So going into this week, I'm looking for the continuation move up. So it'll be a long idea above 68.5. However, I know that there's that fundamental news, right? There's that negative news headline with China on MU right now. If MU cannot maintain support at 65, we're going to be looking to take it short to run it down with that negative news headline. Next one on the watch list is going to be Apple. This was one of my favorite setups last week just because since the earnings gap up, Apple has not really done anything, right? Well, other than at the end of week last week. But yeah, it hasn't really, I mean, a lot of consolidation here, a lot of sideways movement directionally hasn't given us anything. Last week, we did get the breakout above 174, 175, the continuation up to 176 area roughly before pulling back. So I like Apple as a long continuation idea this week, long over 176.5 for the run higher, just simply looking for higher highs. Now, if Apple cannot hold the support at 171, I'll be looking to take it short down into that gap area for the partial gap fill, if not the full gap fill, all the way back down. Next one on the watch list is going to be Microsoft. This one's kind of a tricky name. It feels extended up here. I will agree with that. Gapped up from earnings and has since just kind of started this melt up top side. And most recently, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 green days in a row on Microsoft. I think that it would be unwise to not look for a continuation here. Microsoft, long idea above $319. I'm not really looking to take this short unless the support at 305 breaks, but it's kind of far off from that price point right now. So we'll go long at 319, short at 305 if it even gets there. Next one on the watch list is going to be Meta. I like this setup. It's a very strange setup here. It's a double gap on Meta. So we have a gap overhead, a very large gap overhead, and then a gap below as well. So Meta will be a short idea below 230. I posted that last week. Meta could not break 230, so it did validate the gap area as a support, and has kind of been doing what we saw on Microsoft do, which is this slow melt up to the top side. So we'll be looking to take Meta long over $250, which is a whole number, natural point of resistance, as well as this is the bottom side of this gap. So any move over 250, Meta will start to fill that gap back up to the top side. So Meta long above 250, short below 230. The next one and final one on the watch list is going to be AMD. You may know the deal here. AMD has been running ever since. I'm not sure why this is not letting me zoom in. That was strange. It's still not letting me. Okay. Let's see if I can do it this way. Nope, that is strange. Give me 1 second. I'll go to something else and I'll come back to AMD. We'll see if that works. No. Okay. Well, we'll have to deal with it. AMD had the earnings drop, and then the very next day after the earnings drop, literally had this insane recovery back up from, I think it dropped down to $82 roughly, all the way up to $92, so a $10 move. And then from 92 has ran all the way up to highs of $108. So this week we will be watching AMD for a long continuation idea, long above 108 for the run higher. Thank you for your time. Press that like button for me if the videos helped you out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will see you all in chat. Take care and good luck this week.